All right. What we talking about today? What are we talking about today? We're going to be looking at hard ways and always working them and why and how to do that. And so, as you jump in, don't forget to subscribe. We're going to talk about this merchandise here real quick. This is a way to support the channel and to represent some craps and cruising or whatever. So here we go. We have a hat. Let's roll. It has some dice on it. It's embroidered, very nice, and it has the R right there. And you'll notice the R on all of our merchandising. That's the way we're merchandising it, or marketing, I guess. This is one of the shirts, Horn High Yo. You can wear this shirt, and people will either ask you, what is Horn High Yo? Or they'll ask you, what's the R about? Um, or people that know the game of craps will know what that bet is. And then we get to where we're talking about today and what we're talking about today. This shirt, this other shirt that I like, and it's called Always Working. And this is a hustler kind of shirt, always working, has the dice there. Um, and I don't necessarily mean always working your bets, although there are some strategies that you can do that. But we're mainly talking about, go to holyroller.com. It's holyroller.com, so it's spelt like without the ER, so just holyroller.com, and get yourself some merchandise there. This is the first hat that we're doing, so this is just the first hat, and it's Let's Roll, and it has it where it's all black with the writing, or you have the red version. I got the red version, and wanted to make sure it was good quality and everything before I actually put it up on the site. So now it is there. It's very nice, and I'm excited about it. So let's roll. Speaking of let's roll, let's jump into it. So holyroller.com if you'd like to get some merch. So what we're going to talk about is always working hard ways and how and why you should do it. So the how and why, okay? So I know it's right up here, and so you can't hardly see the whole thing, but I'll just play it over here on the corner so you can see it on the, because we're going to want to see the dice rolling as well, because we're going to get into some dice rolling. Can you see the money there? Because that's $300. We have $300 to play with, and I've usually just been doing 300 because I did a poll one time, and most people buy in between 3 to 500. Whenever you have a bankroll, whatever your buy-in is, you should have enough for 10 shooters. We're not gonna have enough for 10 shooters. So what that means is 300, you would just have $30 per shooter. So you'd have 10 shooters and only spend $30 for each shooter. So you could be there for 10 times. And if you're there for 10 times, it gives you a chance to hopefully catch a roll. Because that's what it's all about, catching a roll. Gary's in the house. What's up, Gary? Happy Friday. If you haven't got onto our Facebook group, it's called Holy Roller Cruising Club. So Holy Roller Cruising Club on Facebook. People started posting, picture of their face. It's not a picture of their face, but it's just a picture of them. And so a couple other people did it, and I just declared today, show your face Friday. Show your face Friday. So am I there? Am I in the shot? Show your face. Show your face Friday. so that's show your face Friday. All right. So if you'd like to join the Facebook group, again, it's called Holy Roller Cruising Club, and you can join there and share stories, share pictures of when you're on a cruise. And Mike and Tiffany are actually on a cruise right now. Mike and Tiffany are the one where we had a show where I interviewed them. It was Tiffany's first time ever playing craps, trying to play craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise, and she did it. She actually won 2 free cruises on the first cruise. She got over 2,500 points playing the light and the darkness strategy. People share their stories there and stuff, so it's a good way to connect with others, share stories, pictures, stuff like that. So again, Facebook, Holy Roller Cruising Club. Feel free to do that if you're on Facebook. All right, it's just a free private or public group. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the hard ways and how I would play them and how I would use them. Craps Master Journey's in the house. Joe from Craps Master Journey. Subscribe to his channel, and a lot of people that are in the chat, if it looks like a channel, and go check out that channel. So one thing that Joe does every morning is he rolls out dice, and he uses the concept of like a karate or, you know, black belt, going all the way up to black belt. So learning how to roll dice and getting better and better, learning the way the dice move, and whether it's called an implosion or implosion or single pitch, double pitch, all that kind of stuff. You could learn that from Joe. He does a great job. He knows a lot more than I do on that stuff. All right, 6 days until the independence, Gary. Trying for points. Six days. Is it going to be independence? Is probably going to be a 3 or a 4 day cruise. Hopefully it's a 4 day. That gives you 4 nights, 4 shots, average 500 a night. Anyway, we can talk more about that later. But let's get into this right here, and then we'll get into some questions and answers. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And 4 night to Labadee, Gary, yeah, you could do it. You could do it. Because one of the days, if you're probably going to Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and I think the casino's open when you're at Perfect Day for Coco Cay, so you can go in and play roulette or something before you head out to the island. Or I don't think they'll have the craps table open. That's why I said roulette. But all right, okay, so here we go. Let's start with $300, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you a way to get the hard ways and keep the hard ways up all the time. And let's just do, since we're only doing hard ways, we're gonna do $44, right? So if we were gonna do $44 plus the hard ways, we'd probably need like $500 instead of 3. But because we're only doing the hard ways, let's do the 4, the 10, the 6, and the 3. So we're doing all even numbers today. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to start with $1 each. So 44, okay, 45, 46, 47, $48. So we have $48. And we're going to do $1 each here, okay? And we're actually going to throw in another dollar, $49. So this would be about a $50, right? $50 bet and $50 average around. But the reason why we're throwing in this dollar is because we're going to always be working our hard ways. So these ones won't be working all the time, but the hard ways will. And so the way to do that is some casinos will say the hard ways are working unless called off, and others will say they're off unless called working. So whenever you get up there, you just want to make sure you say always working. And so they'll either put an on button on yours, or if everybody's working, they'll put it in the middle like this. But we're always working. So I'm going to just put it in the middle right there. So you want to let the box know, let all the dealers know, hey, my hard ways are always working, okay? And you want to always work them, and I'm going to show you how to always work them. So on a come out roll, the reason why you're placing this extra $1 is you're going to actually play this on any 7 or red. And so this right here would be all the hard ways and any 7. If the 7 comes, it'll put back the hard ways. So this is a push. So it's kind of like a whirl bet, but with hard ways. So if you don't know what the whirl bet is, it's all the horn numbers and any 7. So that's called a whirl or a world bet. And that pushes on a 7. But we're going to do the hard ways and any 7. And usually this back in the day with the old nickel games, the Buffalo nickels, you know, they'd throw it in and they would bet this. And this bet right here is called a buffalo. Now, a lot of people might not know what a buffalo is, but if you go on a Royal Caribbean ship and throw in $5 and say buffalo, most of them will know that a buffalo is all the hard ways and red. So you could just say all the hard ways and red, which means the hard ways are working. So if you threw in a nickel and said all the hard ways, or if you threw in a nickel and said buffalo, always working, then every come out roll, whatever's here, will cover here. So that's kind of how you do it. But I'm also going to show you how to press these here. So let me check the chat, and then we'll get rolling. Get rolling. Do you like the hard 4 or 10 more, less, equal compared to 6 and 8? Great question. If I only bet 2 hard ways, it's going to be the 4 and 10. And the reason why is because the 4 and 10, there's only 3 ways to make a 4 or 10. Like on a 4, you're either going to see it a 3-1, 1-3, or the 2-2, right? The 2-2, they call the ballerina, wearing a tutu. So yeah, the higher probability, and of course, that's why it doesn't pay as much as the 6 and 8. So there's 5 ways to make a 6 and 8, and there's 4 easy and only one hard way. So yeah, every hard way only has 1 hard way. All right. It looks like we got Claude in the house. Claude, part of the Blue Wrench Club, helping out with any questions. Very knowledgeable member of the channel here. So thanks, Claude. I'm going to jump in and do some rolling, and then I'll check that every once in a while. And then if Claude sticks around, which he might not stick around, but if he does, that's great. We'll probably be here. I don't know. Let's just roll it out. Let's see what happens. All right. So these are working. And so we're going to get a come out, and we're going to do a come out roll. And we're assuming somebody else is shooting. If we were shooting, we would need to bet the pass or the don't pass. You know me, if I was shooting and I have $50 out there, I would probably put $50 on the don't pass. So maybe I'll be the next shooter, and we'll see how that works. All right, here we go. This is another shooter, not us. Let's see what happens on the come out. And it is a 10, easy 10, okay? So the point becomes 10. This bet was off because that puck is off. So it goes off, and this 10, it was easy, it was working. So this falls, it wasn't a 7, so this was falling. And so remember when I was talking about $50? That's why you need $50. Here, I had 49, here's number 50. Because if it is a come out easy, then you put it right there just like that, okay? So point is 10, we still got the hard 10. So we have all the hard ways always working. Let's see what we get here. And it is an 8, easy 8. All right, so here we go. This is where the system begins, okay? Because that's going to pay, it's going to pay $14, but this is going to fall. So that loses. And see how we have $4 here? What we're going to do is we're going to press all the hard ways. Whichever one just hit, it only gets the 1. So every time you get the $1, you're just putting them on the hard ways. And then I'll show you how we're always working and what we do with whatever happens next. We're going to take 10 back to our rack, and let's roll again. Here we go. And it is another 8. See? Another 8. All right. So again, that's another 14. Now you might say, shouldn't you press out here? I'm not worried about this. I'm really just playing for the hard ways. All right. So here's another 14. This 8 falls. Okay, and we have $4 to use, okay, and we could bring this up too, and then bring the 4 and 10 up to $1 each, or we could just do it like this, 8, just like that. So you always just say with the $1, you say press all the hard ways, press all the hard ways, even though the 8 is lower, okay. All right, here we go. So now we're going to roll again, and it is a hard 10, folks. Hard 10, and that's for the win. For the win, hard 10. All right, so that's going to pay 18 right there. So let's go ahead and get it. Get the $18 first. They'll always pay this first, and then, well, on a win, they will pay the line first. Well, it's always the field, sorry. Field, line, and then they will pay the place bets, then they'll turn this off, then the stick person will get paid. Because a lot of times when people see a hard way, they think they're not going to get paid. But so the box is always the last thing to get paid, all right? Sorry, the box or the prop box is what I mean, proposition bets. So we have 3 and 3, we're going to just put this in our rack right here, and we're going to get paid right here, $3. It's so 3 for 8, or you might see 7 to 1 or 3 for 8. It's the same thing. So you get $8 for every 3 that's there. And so that would be, so let me, I was gonna just count it out. It was funny because one time I did say, pay me in ones, and they did pay me in a big stack of ones, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. So this would pay 7, this would pay 7, that would pay 7. So when you see 8 for 1, it's not 8, 8, 8. It's, I'll give you 8, but I'm taking this 1, right? So it's $7 each. So 7 times 3 is 21, okay? So it's gonna be $21. So they're gonna pay it like this, right? And look, see how we have this here? You know what we'll do with that, right? So we're just gonna put this here, and then we're gonna say press all the hard ways 1 each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now look, if you have, there's 2 here, so 4 times 3 is 12, 13, 14. So there's $14 there. If we put $5 here, it would pay 20. If we put $4, it would pay 16. If we pay, $3, it would kind of cover this. So because the puck is off and we're always working, there's 2 ways you could do it. You could throw it in here, or you could just go like this and put, see how this has 3? You could put 3 here. Let's just put 2 there. So now they're all at 3, and we got $2 there. That would pay 10. So probably it's not a full coverage, but we're still working. So that's what we're going to do right there. And we're going to use our earnings to do it. All right, here we go. And it's a 9. Point is 9. So now that the point is 9, we're going to go ahead and this falls, right? So that loses, and now let's roll. We're always working on those hard ways, and there's an 8. That's the 3rd time the 8 is hit, and I'm kind of itching for a pressing right here. Oh my goodness. But the hard 8 falls at $3, right? And then we get paid 14. We get paid 14, and yes, you can press, but we're just going to, sometimes you just take all of it and put it right there, instead of doing like 1 each. So you could say, give me a $4 hard 8 and then collect 10, And so now the hard 8 is higher than everything. 3 8s without being hard, maybe it'll be hard next time. I don't know. Let's see what happens. How about an 11? Yo, 11. Yo, 11. And a 4. Easy 4. Easy 4. So this one's pretty easy when you think about it. No pun intended. Because you get 18 and you have $3 here that falls. You just put the $3 back right here, and then you rack your $15, okay? All right, here we go. And let's see if we can get a hard way. It's a 6, easy 6. And that pays 14. And the $3 comes down. Sorry, did I just do that on the 4? That's the 4, same thing. Oh my goodness. So again, $4. Now we got a $4 hard 6. We're gonna bring 10 back to our rack. All right, here we go. And it's a 4, easy 4 again. It's this one, by the way, so it falls. And then we get 18 coming at us. And we'll say, make the hard 4 looks like 3. And then we'll rack that. So hard 4 looks like 3. All right, here we go. Well, the point is 9, and there's the hard 4. Oh yeah, so we know that we're gonna get, sorry, I need to get another stack here. We know we're gonna get the, what do you call it? The $18 for the 4. And if it's a hard way, maybe that's a good time to press, right? If you did get a hard 6 or hard 8, then you use the hard way and you press the box number. So this is a good way to do it. So now that we hit both of them, now we press. Okay, here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell them, make it look like a quarter. So if you watch my other video, you know that's going to cost you a dollar, and then they're going to make it look like a quarter. Okay, and so that'll be a buy bet. And so now that's a buy bet, right? And now it's pressure. So all the earnings that we won on the 4, we just put back in. Oh, we get $2 back. So they're going to give us $2 back, but we're going to leave it right there because now we get 21. So we get 21. And so 21 comes in, and we could bring 20 back to our rack. So we're still bringing back, we're still racking, but we have that extra $3. And so we're going to press the 4, the 10, and which one? Let me check the chat. Which one? 6 or 8? Which one should I press? Which one should I press, the 6 or the 8? Let me know, because this is vital. Does it really matter? Somebody would say, throw in another dollar. I pressed the 4 and 10. They both look like 4. And now what with the hard... oh, wait, let me see. What is the 6? Is the 6 pressed already? No, it's 4 and 4. So one of them's going to 5. Okay, go. It's the 8. We're going right there. There we go. We pressed the 8. All right, here we go. We're still rolling. We need that 9. Don't forget about it. Don't forget about it. You were thinking 8, Claude, and you got the 8 because, okay, now notice we went to $5 on the 8. Now watch what happens. We are getting $13 or $14. Okay, $14, and we lose this $5 here, right? And we're going to just make it back to 4, right? And then we're going to rack this, right? The other way you could have done it is you could have said, because we had $4, and remember we pressed these ones. Did we press those ones? No, this one's 4 as well. So, oh, we had the high on the 8. We could throw in a $5 and then press these other ones. And so once it gets up to the 5 level and it hits, that's when you start, instead of doing the 1s, you start doing the 5s. So because you'll win more over here too. So right now we're back. Everything has 4. Okay, here we go. And it is time to roll. We need that 9. Don't forget about it. Don't forget about the 9 because, you know, sooner or later it's going to come. That was a 9, by the way. So 0.9 hit, and we're going to be working. So see how there's 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. That would be $4 that we're throwing in. Or if you wanted to, which I don't usually do this, but you could take it down and put 4 up there. But then I'm going to just throw in 4. So Buffalo means all the hard ways are working. Any 7, if a 7 comes, it'll just replace them. So it's a push if a 7 comes. All right, here, coming out. Here we go. It's a 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so this means this falls. And so do you want to feed it with another $4? I'm not doing it. I will, but I'm going to take it from these. So now these are $3, and I'm putting 4 there. So I don't want to keep feeding out of my rack, okay? And I'll show you another system on that as well, another system for different things. But that's a 5. This comes down, and the point is 5. Of course, 5 and 9, hole finder, these dice, they just say, which one's not bet? Okay, I'll go there. Which one's not bet? Okay, I'll go there. Which one's not bet? Okay, I'll go there. All right, here we go. Dice, they're funny. They mock you a lot. All right, here we go. Let's see what, oh, it's missing. Let's move the ship and see what it is. It is a 6, a 5. When I saw that 5 and I didn't know what was behind the ship, I was like, oh, ship. All right, here we go. There's the ship, and it is 6. We got a 6. Easy 6. That means this comes down, and we get paid 14. And remember, we're only pressing when we hit the hard way and the number. So that means the $4 goes back on the 6. Now the 6 is the high on the 6, and we're going to rack this right here. Okay. Can you see my rack growing over here? Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. We're gonna still roll. There's a 5, but we want a hard way. Come on, any hard way, any even number, even number. Yep. Just get any even number. How about a hard 8, folks? Claude, it was a little late, but you got the hard each one of these, or $9 for each one of these. So you'll either see a 9 or a 10, and it'll say 921 or 1041. 10 for 1 means this. I'll give you 10 for this one. I'll give you 10 for this one. And I'll give you 10 for this one. But basically, it's $9. Or if I left it there, it would be $27. Okay? So, or wait, no, sorry. 9 times 3, yeah, $27. So let me see. Yeah, because it's, yeah, that's right. So let's do 27, and they probably pay it like this. So we might as well just pay it like they'd pay it. They're going to take that quarter, put it in your rack, right? But it is a hard 8. Sorry, I went here first. They would have paid this first. Let's just press the 4 and 10. There you go. And the 8 pays 14, okay? But because we hit a hard 8, it's going to pay 14. We're going to throw in $1. Now remember, we took a quarter back to our rack, so it's okay to throw in $1, because that's going to make it look like 30. So now we got a $30 8. Okay, so they'll switch it up and they'll make it look like that. Now we have a $30 8. And let's hit another hard 8 so you can see what happens. All right, don't forget about the 5. The point is 5. Really good. All right. So this falls. It's only $3 and it's falling, right? A quarters, and we're putting $10 on the hard 8, and we're bringing this back right here. Here we go. Don't forget about the 5. How about 8? Oh my goodness. So what happens is this comes down, gets paid 35, and then you go back up. Hard 8 looks like 10, and then we bring a quarter back to our rack. All right, here we go, and roll it. And how about a 7 out? 7 out. So 7 out means we lose everything here. The puck goes off. We never hit that 4 again. Told you there's only 3 ways to make a 4. But we did hit a 1 hard 4, so that was good. So let's count it up and see how much we made just on that shooter. We did hit some of these hard ways, so that was good. And we had some repeaters, but notice that 10 only hit once, I think, twice. The 8 or the 6 only hit, so this is good. You're just using the money that you earn out here. But we started with 300, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 465. So we made $165 on that one roll. That was great. We started with $50, remember? All right, now we're the shooter. And remember, we're the shooter, and I'm putting $50 out there, or playing for $50. So let me get it. Let me get the $50. All the even numbers, please. And so what they'll do, even numbers is, there's 25, right? With a $1 change would be 25. 25, 35, 45, and we get a $1 change, right? And with the $1 change, we're gonna do or $5 change plus the $1. We have $6 change. Sorry, we're gonna get all the hard ways for 1 each, and we're gonna throw in a nickel and say Buffalo, always working. We're gonna bring this one back to our rack. Buffalo, always working. If they don't know what that is, remember it is any 7 and all the hard ways, and it's working. So if a 7 comes, this is a push. And like I said before, this is just like the World Bet or the World Bet. It is any 7 and all the horn bets, or the all the horn numbers. So craps numbers and 11. Blame the Wi-Fi. I just found out I wasn't on Wi-Fi. So now I'm on Wi-Fi. Am I back? Oh my gosh. You guys saw my my Crocs? What? That's funny. All right. I'm comfortable. When I used to run restaurants, they have these non-slip Crocs, And I used to tell people, I'm like, I hate those. Don't be wearing those to work. Those, I don't want you to wear slippers to work. And they're like, I could put it in like, I can make it into run mode or whatever. And my son got me these, but I actually hated Crocs until I started wearing them. I'm like, wow, these things are comfortable. But still, Crocs in the restaurant, like slip resistant Crocs in a restaurant. I'm like, you're wearing slippers. You might as well bring your robe to work. Do you want a newspaper or anything? I can, give you a break when you first get here if you like. Anyway, I was kind of mean, but anyway. I'm no longer in the restaurant industry. All right, here we go. We're rolling. Here we go, coming out. And it's a 5. Point is 5. Back out on the 5. It's remarkable that we got the 5 again. It's remarkable. We're remarking it. All right, here we go. And this comes down. So the hard ways are working. Let's get it. 7 out. That was quick. That was quick. That was too quick. But sometimes that's how it happens. So we know that it was $50, $49, right? So we're going to just throw in, we would lose all this. We're throwing in $50 and we're going to be back up. And that's just for the sake of timing, by the way. They wouldn't normally do that. Sometimes on the cruise, they actually do that though. They shouldn't do it, but I say, put me back up. And they go like that and they tap this and then they put me back up and then they give me my dollar back. Although I think I threw that dollar in. All right. So then they give me my dollar back. All right. Back out. See, that's what happens when when something weird happens at the table, you turn off your bets. You never know because, that whole Wi-Fi thing, that was kind of weird. Here we go. And how about a 7 on the come out? All right, so here's a good reason why we do a buffalo. We have all of our hard ways working, which we would normally lose $4, but we had that right there. It's a push. So this pays $4 or 5 for your 1. So $4 difference. And now we're up again. Even though it was a 7, we didn't lose this. We didn't lose this because the bets are off because the puck is off. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get a hard way. Come out hard way would be great. And 10, easy 10. And so the point becomes 10. And this falls, and this falls. And remember that extra, we were playing for 49. Now we're playing for 50 because we're putting that back. All right, so we're playing for 50 here. And here we go, another shooter, another roll. And it is an 8, easy 8. So this comes down, and so we get paid 14. So when we get paid 14, you can decide. So remember before, I was taking all the 1s, and I was just pressing all of these by 1. Or you could just jump to $4 because the 8 hit, It depends on how you want to do it. But the first time, I want to get at least $2 on here. So let's just do, we're going to do like this. And we could do high on the 8 instead of the 6. But we do want to get these up. These because these only pay 8 for 1. So I want to see $2 on those as fast as possible. All right, here we go. Hard 8. Was I high on it? Yes, I was. Right there, $2. So again, that's going to pay $18. Okay, so the difference is $18. And because that's $18 that it pays, sorry, we usually pay this first. Sorry, let's pay that first. So it is $14 over here, $14, and it is $18. Okay, we're going to take 1 and throw it in over there. We would normally just take it out of our rack. We throw in $1. If the hard 8 hits, we're pressing. We're going to $30. So $30 on the hard 8. I mean, because we hit it hard, is what I'm saying is, whenever it hits the hard way, that's when you press the number. If it hits the easy way, you just put it back. All right, here we go. And what we got here? So we threw in 1 for there, and so we're going to take this back to our rack as well. And then we have 2 more dollars. Let's go ahead and get the 6, and let's press that 8 high on the 8. Or we could say two-way 8 for the dealers, but it's a hard 10. we could throw in 1 for the dealers, 2-way on the hard 10 for the dealers. There we go. So we bet $1 for the dealers. Dealers are playing now. Let's see if we can get that hard 10. How about a 5? 5 does nothing for us. That's okay. We don't have the 5. We want even numbers. So there's another 5. I said we want even numbers, Mr. Dice. We don't want the hard way, the odd numbers, because you know what another odd number is? Oh my goodness, right between the 6 and 8. We don't want that one. Let's keep it even. How about a 12? That's the way the dice mock you. Oh, you want an even number? I'll give you a hard way. The one you're not betting. These dice, they're so funny. How about a 7 out? Then they're like, okay, you gonna mock me? 7 out. We're down. We lost. But did we lose? I don't know. I think we brought enough back to our rack. So again, all this comes down. And so now, if you wanted to be really aggressive and say, because we're still up in our bankroll, but let's throw in 50. And let's say we're the shooter this time, and we're going to be shooting. And so we're going to have $50 out there. This puck current turns off. So we're going to have $50 out there. So that's going to be, well, it's going to be 10, 12, 12, 10. And then that will be an extra $1 there, plus an extra 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 5, I mean. All right, let's see. That's our 50, right? So we're playing for 50 out here, but we know we're going to have $1 back, so we're playing for 49 right now. We're going to do the hard ways working Buffalo, so all the hard ways in any 7. And then because we're rolling, because we have $50 out there, we're going to put $50 right here on the don't pass. Oh my gosh. We just took a $50 average bet and made it a $100 average bet, just like that. Let's see what happens. It does complicate things a little bit, but let's see if we get a 2 or a 3 right now. No 7, no 11, 2 or 3, get it. How about a 5? Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. There's been a lot of 5s rolling. I'm kind of scared about that 5, but if we roll a 5, we lose 50 bucks. If we roll a 7, we save 50 bucks. So this comes down. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. So we got all the even ways. And so the reason why this complicates things a little bit is because instead of racking that stuff, we're actually going to put our hits on the 5, and we'll still press the hard ways. Because you know how we're bringing back $10 every time. So we'll see what happens. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. It's a 7 out. So what that means is all this loses, and we win 50 bucks. 0.7 out, wow. So the difference is $2. And we go back up here, and we put $1 in our rack. So we're not the shooter anymore. It passes to the next person. But because if the table's turning cold, why not we just leave it like this and see what happens? And if we do lose this, we wouldn't put it back. We're using the profit, because remember we started with 300, we had almost 500, 400 and something. So that's why we're using this to protect that. So we're using the casino money to protect the casino money. All right, here we go, coming out again. Let's see what happens. How about a 7? Yep, I shouldn't even have brought it up. I shouldn't even have said anything. All right, so we lost 50 on that one, but we're not going back up. This is a push, so we don't have to go back up because we were just trying to protect the casino money anyway. So here we go. And it's an 8. And so now, with that being an 8, it wasn't on, didn't get paid because the puck wasn't on, but it was an easy 8, so this falls, and then we put it back up right here just like this. All right, so there we go. And let's get some even numbers. Come on, folks. How about a hard 4? That's an even number. Not just even, but make it hard. All right, the other thing that you could do is you can automatically say parlay. If you hit this, you could say parlay on this, on the hard 4. So if you said parlay, it would look like 8, right? And remember, this right here, you're going to say take, because if a hard 4 hits, you're going to press that. So you're going to say take it to a quarter. And then you're going to get an extra $2 back, right? And so instead of this looking like 8, you can make it look like 10 and parlay it, you know. Parlay means to put all your winnings on the number. So, but on a hard 4, if you said parlay, it would actually make this look like $8. So that's what they would do. It would go like this, and it would look like 8. When you say here, you say make it look like 25, then they will put 25. They put a buy button on it, and then they would give you $2 back, because on a ship you have to pay that VIG up front with Royal Caribbean, and so you have an extra $2. I would just put it on the 4, so it actually is a full kind of like press and parlay kind of thing. So this looks like 10, okay? So now we have 25 here and 50 here, okay? And then watch what happens if we get an easy 10. You're gonna, or an easy 4. You'll love it. You'll love it if we get an easy 4. But it'd be better if we got a hard 4. It would be bad if we got a 7 out. Oh my gosh. We lost the 50 here. We lost this 50. So we lost 100, and now we're down by, let me count it really quick. We're down by $10. So now we're back to playing with our money. So see how reckless we were with the casino money? Oh my goodness. We're just reckless with the casino money. Just putting it all out there. No pun intended. Ha, pun intended. Putting it all out there. I was putting it all out there because it was the casino money. Using the casino money to get a free cruise is the best way to get a free cruise. Get high bets with the casino money. All right, so we're going to go back out, of course. So we're going to throw in 50. And give me all the even numbers, please. All the even numbers. Okay, that's the 4, that's the 6, that's the 8, that's the 10. $12. There's 1 and another 6 back to you. They probably wouldn't give it to you in ones, by the way, or 6 back to you altogether. They probably would just, but then you tell them, I'll take a buffalo, and then you take your other dollar back, mainly because if you don't have a come out, hard way, then this dollar right here replaces it. Okay, so that is a buffalo. Now, if 11 comes, or a 12 or something like that, then you could throw in, you know, your extra one there. That was a 7 out, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. It's not back to us yet. We're not the roller yet. We still have one more shooter in between us, and then we have to place a pass line because we're assuming this is a different roller or somebody else is rolling. Here we go. And how about a 10? Easy 10. And so the hard 10 falls, any 7 falls, and then we go back up with the hard 10 because we had that extra $1. Doesn't get paid because the puck was off. Now the puck is on. Now we have to roll a 10 before a 7 to pass or win. But it's that shooter, not us, because if we were shooting, we'd have to bet the pass line or the don't pass line. Let's see if we can get an even number, and let's keep it even and even make it hard. Hard, even number. Let's do it. How about a 9? That's not an even number. We need an even number. Come on. Even. That's another 9. No, that's not how it works. These are hole finder dice. There's a 10, easy 10. This 10 right here falls because it's easy. They're going to take that down. You won't even notice it's gone because you'll be getting paid 18. And because it wasn't the hard 10, we're not pressing the 10. So we're just going to take these 3 and let's just put it on the 10. And let's take these and bring them back to our rack. All right, there we go. We got $15 of our 50 back right now. How about that? All right, here we go. Coming out again. Here we go. And it is a 9. Of course, the dice really want to be a 9. 9 is their day for the 9. I should do a 9 strategy right now. Just switch it up and say I'm doing a strategy about the 9. I'm going to Fibonacci the 9. Here we go. We're doing hard ways still. There's a 5. Fibonacci the 5, the Fib Fab 5. That's what we should do. All right, here we go. And it's a 3. Okay, we should run with the bulls. That's another strategy. We could bet the same in the field as we do the horn high yo. See a horn, bet the field and the horn high yo. All right, here we go. How about a hard way? Yeah, see the horn high yo, we would have won right there. Oh my gosh, we would have won. But we're playing this strategy, not the other one. We want a hard way. How about a 10? Easy. Now this is easy to think about. It's easy because we're not pressing it. There's $3. There's another, and so we put that back and we get another 15. So now we have 30 of our 50 back. And it's always good to check that and make sure you're getting your money back before you get careless. All right, so that's a 6, easy 6. So the 6 falls and we get paid 14. And we could press this one, and 2. So 2, 2, 2, and 3. There we go. Bring $10 back. We only have $10 more to get to have our money back. So that's good. There's a 2. Wow. That's a hard way, but we weren't playing it. All right, that's a hard way. All right, here we go. How about a 7 out? Man, I shouldn't have complained about the 2, and I did. I complained about the 2. All right, so this comes down. All right, we're the shooter next. You know what's gonna happen now. We're getting careless with our own money, folks. We're getting careless with our own money. All right, so what that means is this bet comes off. Time for another shooter, but we have to bet. Let's just get us some can I get some change, please? And then they'll give us some change right there. And so the reason why is because we're going to do 50 there, okay? And let's do another 50 out here. So let me do. I'm just making the change now before I put it up to make it a little bit easier. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 44, 48, $49, extra dollar right here, and we have $50 right there on the don't pass. To protect our money, protecting our money, we're risking half of the money that's on the table. Right here on this roll, we're risking $50. Every time we play like this, without this, we still risk $50. So we're only risking $50 right here. Here we go. Let's see. And it's a 3. Wow, that really helped from last time, if you remember. This wins on 2 and 3, so we won $50, so that's good. But we do want a hard way. Come out hard way would be great too. And a 5's okay. It's not the best, but we'll take a 5. We'll take a 5. If the point was one of these, I would just leave it there and leave it there. I would just leave them both. They'd cancel each other out a little bit, but at least you're not fully exposed. Now we're exposed for 50 plus that 50. Oh, no, if the 7 comes, we win 50 so that we get 50 back. If the 5 comes, we lose this 50, but we did win this, and then we wouldn't lose that. So we're in a good place. Let's get some hard ways, because that's what we're rolling for. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about it because what happened is we just lost this $50. We got all set up and lost this 50, but we won 50, and the difference is $1. So we made $1, but we did actually make $51 on that roll. So we can feel good about our rolling because every time we've rolled, we've broken even or won $1. This time we won $51 on our roll. All right, so now it's going to go to the next person. It rotates counterclockwise. We're going to assume we're still up. We just put it back up. That was a little time warp right there. I did it so fast you couldn't see it, and now we're back up. And we want a come out hard way. A 2 is a hard way. I'll take that. But 7 I don't want. This guy over here that's shooting, this guy, his name is Ryan from Mark the Point. Ryan from Mark the Point be throwing all these come out 7s over here on this side. And I'd be losing my don't. I shouldn't have played the don't against Brian. Or Ryan, sorry. My name's Brian. His name's Ryan. His name's not Mark, but he's from Mark the Point. So give his channel, look at his channel. And if you subscribed, unsubscribe because I'm trying to beat him in subscribers. I'm just playing. Subscribe to Mark the Point. He has a great channel, and him and I talk a lot. All right, so we're assuming that someone else is the shooter, and we're not going up because we already lost that. We're gonna just risk $50 each roller or each shooter. Here we go. There's a 6. It's a 6, and because that was a 6, it goes on the 6. If we were right here, we would have left that there. It's an easy 6, sorry. So this falls and this falls, and then we go back up right here. And you might say, Brian, I'm waiting to see how this strategy is going to work. Well, it has been working. There's a 9. It has been working. It's mainly how you, and I don't really have a name for this strategy. I should name it. There's an 8. All right, so an 8. So we get paid 14, and we lose this one. And we're just going to go ahead and we're going to rack the 10, and then we're going to press all these by 1. There we go. And there is an 11. Yo, 11. Yo, 11. We want a hard way. And there's a 7. 7 out. $50 a shooter can go pretty quick. It could go pretty quick. All right. We got another. I shouldn't even have took all this down. I should have just threw in $50. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking. All right. Pull me back up. So here we go. It will be back up for 44. And then it'll be one each here, one here, and then $1 change. There we go. So there's the $50. And this other guy's shooting. Let's see who's shooting here. I'm gonna pick somebody in the chat. Whoops. I'm gonna pick somebody in the chat to be the shooter. I don't know if I want to pick on anybody, but I mean, Claude, do you do come out 7s? I'm wondering. Okay, Claude from Cowboy Valley and Timberline Junction Railroad. Check out his channel if you like railroad, model railroad stuff. Sorry, did I say model railroad or just railroad? No. So here we go. So we got Claude rolling, and I'm gonna go on the don't right here against not against the shooter, but against the point. Okay, and with the dice. Okay, so you never play against the shooter. Nobody ever plays against the shooter. Like, unless if somebody walks up and all they're playing is the don't, they're playing for the 7, not against the shooter. They're playing the odds. So nobody comes up to the dice table or the craps table and plays against the shooter. The people that are playing against the shooter are the people that are standing there watching and not betting. Okay, they're against. I'm just playing, not really. All right, we're coming out. We need a 7. No 7, no 11. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. This is Claude rolling. Don't mess it up, Claude. Here we go. Here we go. It is an 8. All right. Now that he would get the most common number to be against the 7 there, but we'll go with it. Okay. So we lose this, and now we're gonna go back up with a hard 8. All right, come on, let's get it. Let's get it. How about, oh my gosh, a 0.7 out? This is why I play this way. You saw how fast I lost $50 last time. This time, I lose this 50, but I win 50. So I put it back up. I say, hey, put me back up. So I broke even on Claude's roll with his 0.7 out. And Claude's like, you can't blame me, Brian. You were the one rolling the dice. So sorry, there's a $2 difference because I have to go back up right here, bring another $1 right there. So I always say, don't blame the shooter, blame the dice, or blame the stick person. And I happen to be all 3 right now. Oh my gosh. Just blame me, I guess. All right. Audible compromise. You're rolling the dice next. How about that? Let's see. You're rolling the dice next. If you're still here, you're rolling the dice. All right. And we're going to blame you. If it doesn't go well, I'm just playing. I'll have one of our Blue Wrench crew will just kick you out of the chat if you roll a bad roll right now. give you a 3-minute timeout. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Coming out, no 7, no 11. Let's get a 2-3. Come on, let's see if you can do that, Audible. Yeah, get that. A 10. I like that. That's a good 10. A good don't point right there. And we're gonna leave that there, so we'll get a little bit back if we happen to hit the 10. So that's good. And And so what we're going to do here is this 10 comes down, this 7 comes down, and we're going to go back up for the hard 10, and we're going to roll. All right, Audible, ready? Here we go. And it is a 4. 4, easy 4. The other side of the 10. So whenever you see a 4, you know the other side is a 10. Oh my goodness. And let's see, we're going to get 18 there. And the hard 4 is going to come down. What we're going to do is we're going to put $1 on the hard 4, and then we're going to press the hard 10. Then we're going to bring, let's press the hard 10 over here as well. So we're going to make that look like a quarter. We're going to throw in an extra $1 for that. And so then we're taking our first hit and we're putting it on the point. Okay? So now that we put our first hit on the point, this right here pays 49, and that we would lose 50. So the difference is $1. We're in, after one hit on the 4, we're breaking even no matter what on this shooter. I love this strategy, but it is risky on the come out. Okay, here we go. Let's get a hard 4 this time. Why not? Or a 10. Good press, right on time, that's for sure. All right, so it's an easy 10, so we lose this 10. We have to throw in $1, right, to get paid 50 because we lose this 50, and then we won our 50 back because of that, but we're also going to take that down back to 10. So what they'll do is they will give us $25. They'll bring this back down, and then they will make it look like 10, and then we're going to bring this money back to our rack. So remember when I said we broke even? We actually won a little bit because remember we had it out there. So we're going to go back up with this, and we're going to go back up with this. So we actually won a little bit with that one, and we got a point. So far, Audible could still be in the chat. If Audible's still here, you're still rolling, you're still in the chat. That's a good job. One of our Blue Wrench crew will time you out if you roll a bad number. All right, no 7, no 11 on this roll because that would lose if we roll a 7-11. It wins on 2-3. Let's see what happens. And it is a 3. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. That's perfect because all this money stays out there except for we win 50 here, but this one right here loses. So we lost $1 and we won 50 on that roll. That was great. All right, so we're back up for $1. Let's get some change here just so we have some in our rack. We're gonna get, I like to have some ones ready to go at all times. All right, now don't mess it up this time. Don't. Oh my goodness, it's another 3. Remember when we were just behind and we were just crying? Now we're not crying too much. We're back up because we have all this money out there. Plus we have, what do we have? We have another 50, so we're up $150 again. Wow, that was great. Just like that. Of course, we just got 100 of it, but we were up. That's great. All right, here we go. How about a 5? There's a 5. Point is 5. And we're going to roll. Oh, this comes down. We're going to roll hard ways, always working. And there's a 5. Wow. It would happen like that. This Audible person is a shooter, but I didn't get a chance to put any money on there, so I lost $50 plus the 1 that was right there. I lost $51. Back-to-back 5s. Just got sniped. Buckshot. All right, should I go back up? Yeah, this is a hot shooter. I'm going back up on the don't pass because this is a hot shooter. Some people say that doesn't make sense, Brian. Because if you're like this and you get a hot shooter, man, you can make some money. And if they finally don't do it, don't pass, then you'll still make money. All right, here we go. Coming out, let's get a hard way this time. Oh my gosh, it's behind the ship again. The dice ran and hid. It always gets scary when this happens. Let's see what it's gonna be. And it is, come on ship. I guess it takes a while to turn around a ship. It is a 3 back there, so it is a 538. 538. All right, it took a while to turn around a ship. So we're on the 8. All right, so if we get an 8, we get a little bit of refund back, but it is an easy 8, so this falls, and we're gonna throw in one more dollar for the 8, for the hard 8. Here we go. How about, oh my goodness, it was almost an 8, and then it landed on that 2, 5-2, 5-2-7. So you know what that means. We lose all this money here, and we get $2 extra for that. $50 there, $50 there. Oh my goodness. What the worst. That's the worst. All right, let's try one more shooter, and then we'll be out of here. All right, one more shooter. We're still going to play from the don't. Now we do have some casino money, I think. Let's see, because we have 100, 200, 50, 275. Actually, we're right at our. We're actually up, believe it or not. We're up $1. Oh my gosh. No, we're up $2. I won my $2. Yes. Better off to win $2. Huh? Anybody know the name of that movie? Come on. I want my $2. Am I aging myself? All right. Anybody got it? Let's see. Anybody got it? Anybody got it? All right, here we go. So let's roll. I won $2. I'm $2 up right now. I'm walking away a winner. All I have to do, this roll right here will determine whether I'm going to walk away a winner or not. And then the next roll will as well. But this roll for sure. Let's get a hard way. Here we go. How about it? How about a 5? It's not the hard. It's a 5, and most people would call that the hard 5. There you go. It's a hard 5 because it's not a Michael Jordan 5. There we go. It is meaning not a 2-3. Come on. Do I have to explain everything? Maybe I shouldn't. All right, so we're on the 5. If we roll a 5 again, we lose 50, but we'll save this 50. So if the 7 comes, we break even, but we want some hard ways, and because we're going to go big on some hard ways. Let's do it. How about an 8? Easy 8. That's okay. We'll take an easy 8 because now we can show you what we do with the $14 that comes. So we got 14 on the 8. This easy 8 means this falls. So what we're going to do is we're going to go boom, 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 boom. So the 8 gets no love because it came easy. We're going to take this $10, put it on the 5 to make sure that we'll win. We're $24, right? So this is 10 of our. If the 5 comes, it pays 14. So we'll have 24, and we lose 50. So we're almost halfway. We win half of our money back if the 5 comes. All right, so that's the way this works. Let's see what happens. And it's a 6. All right, so now we know that we're going to make money on this roll no matter what. All right, I'll tell you that right now. So a 6 came, and see, it's $2 that's down. Okay, that's fine. We get $14 that comes our way. We go to $20 here. Now that 20 pays 28, right? And this, we're going to go 2 more on here. We'll go 1 on the 8 and 1 on the 6. There you go. So $3, $3, $2, and $1. And we got a $20 5 pays 28. So we not only would we win, we win 28 plus the 20. So we're still $5 down, but because we would keep all this money, then you can see that we have $5 right there, right? So we break even no matter what right now. Right now, we're no number can hurt us, but only can help us. Okay, so now let's get a hard way. Man, we've been rolling for these. There's a 5. Stupid dice. You stupid dice. All right, so we lose 50, right? We get paid 28, right? And then when you take this down, because that's winnings as well, and then you take all these down because we press those, there's another 5, right? So actually, we didn't really need all of them. So there's another 5. So we actually, look at that. We actually won $3 $3. we're bringing home, hey, $1 at a time, folks. $1 at a time. we one time we won $1. One time we won $2. One time we won $51. This time we won $3. That's enough to even tip the dealers. No, not really. Come on, tip the dealers more than that. All right, let's go out with two. Let's bring. We're kind of remember the $2 we were up, so we're still gonna be. We'll do one more. We're gonna press our luck. No whammy, no whammy. We're gonna press our luck because that was a winner. We have to end on a 7 out. So speaking of that, no 7, no 11 right now. Here we go. Oh my gosh. I should have just said we didn't want the 11. That's all I had to say. All right, now we have some winning. Now we have some winning that we got to do. Somebody else is shooting the dice, so we're still rolling. Oh my goodness. We did lose, and a hard 4, out on the hard 4. That's pretty good. That's okay. Now remember, we lost 50 on that 11 right there. Oh, we didn't have this back either. We would have lost all this if a 7 came, but we got the 4. So hard 4, and we had $2 on it. That's pretty good. So that's going to pay well, it's 16, so it's really 14. Sorry, 14. So it pays 14, and we're going to go ahead and press all of these 1 unit each. And because we're getting desperate and we need to win some money back, let's get some more options. So we're going to get the 5. So we're putting our money out there. And, oh, hard 4 back to back. Hard 4. Wow, that's great. Because that brings us to $18 on the hard 4, or on the 4 itself. We're going to make it look like 25, folks. So they're gonna make it look like a quarter. And then we're going to bring $2 back to our rack. And don't forget about the hard 4. They always pay that last, the hard way. So this is 3 times 7, which is 21. So let's get the $21, right? And let's go ahead and do this. Let's get a 9, right? And let's actually make the 5 and 9 look like 15 each. And let's press that hard 4. Again, the hard 10, and let's press the hard 8. So we're putting all our money out there. We're going to try to win our money back so we can break even, and then we're going to pull it all down. We're going to press, spread out, collect, and regress. That was a hard 4 winner. So because we have $4 here, let's go ahead and throw 5 on any red or any 7. Here we go. And it's a 5. It is a 5. Okay, so we're on the 5, and the 5 is the point this time. If we get a 4, we're in business. If it's a hard 4, we're gonna hug the shooter. Gotta hug myself. Sometimes you gotta hug yourself. You gotta love yourself. Oh my goodness, there's an 8. Should have pressed the 6 and 8, but I didn't. All right, so $4 comes down, and we get paid 14, right? We get paid 14, and we're going to go up right here. We have $10. We could go up for 2 and then press the 6 and 8. Let's do that. We're going to press the 6 and 8, 1 unit. All right, 1 unit. 1 unit. So that's 18. 15, 18, 18, 15. These all pay 21. That pays 49. This pays 18. Let's get a hard way. Uh-oh, it's behind the ship, and it's a 6 showing. This is the scary part, folks. Let's move the ship. Come on. And it is a 5. 5. 6, yo. Mid-mo, yo. And we got past the ship. All right, that was choppy waters. I was kind of scared. Let's get it. Let's get it. How about, the one we didn't want to see, folks. The one we didn't want to see. So we played for a while. we pressed, we tried to get our money back. We were a little bit aggressive and careless, as I said. I should name a strategy aggressive and careless. That would be a great strategy, because I think that's the way most of us play. All right, so so let's see where we're at, where we finally ended up from our $300. So we have won $240. So only down 60 bucks for all of that entertainment, all of that opportunity, and we had a lot of money out there. We had more than our 300, but that cost us 60 bucks. The way we played, sometimes we had a $100 average bet, sometimes we had a $50 average bet. With that play that we just did, we probably have around 250 points towards a free cruise, and that's been about an hour or so. So maybe a little bit less. It depends, because when you press up and then there's another come out, they remark your points. So if you have more money out there, you'll get more points. So anyway, that is the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way the dice roll sometimes. And again, let me show you this. You got to see the merchandise that we have over at holyroller.com. So we have a Let's Roll hat. It comes with all black or the black and red. The embroidery will look like that all the time. So holyroller.com. That's Holy Roller without the ER, just the R. And then check out this shirt we got, Horn High Yo. We also have a Let's Roll shirt. We have a Holy Roller shirt. We have Always Working, and that's what we were talking about today. Always working, having the hard ways, always working. And so I hope that you learn, and it was a nice way to see how you can have the hard ways always working and always feeding the hard ways so that they're growing and getting them the opportunity to hit, you know. And so that is Always Working. So make sure to go check it out. And if you haven't been on our, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, there would be a subscribe button up here if you're watching it live. If you're watching it later, go to the channel, give us a subscribe. That would be great. And then finally, if you're on Facebook, we have a Holy Roller Cruising Club where you can share pictures, stories, stuff like that. So go over to Facebook and look up the Holy Roller Cruising Club, and I'll see you there, over there on Facebook, because today is Show Your Face Friday here on the Holy Roller and on the Holy Roller Cruising Club. So show your face. I hope I was in the camera. Was I in the camera? Let me see. It's right here. Yep, I'm in the camera. Whoa, show your face. All right. See you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for the super chat, Claude. I really appreciate it. And everybody else, give this a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And I hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. See ya.